anti-authority. So if you can imagine, I have to look out for those type of things when I work with students, because the FAA has specific regulations and guidelines that I have to adhere to, and I'm also modeling behavior. The next hazardous attitude is going to be impulsivity. And the theme of that is do something quickly. So Anita, please tell me a time where you may have exhibited impulsivity.
I need a few minutes for this. I can tell you it was not in the cockpit or the age of 16, because my dad was a flight instructor. He made a career in aviation in the Coast Guard. And so when he was retired and I was growing up, he was a flight instructor. And I got to go flying all the time. I got to take off and land the plane and do touch and goes and stall it out. And I was fine with that as long as he was right there next to me. When I got to be 16, I actually had a choice. He could have taught me to fly for free. And I said, no, Dad, I am not comfortable in that plane unless you're there with me. So I wasn't going to do anything impulsively. That was not the problem. When was I impulsive? I think I was probably impulsive as a teenager when I was driving, 16, 17 years old, and I drove a 1967 VW Bug, no air conditioning, had the little triangle windows that blew the air on you, and I just loved that Bug. And I remember driving down Racetrack Road years ago when it was still a single lane road, probably driving way too fast. It was really bumpy. I could have done something stupid. It ended up in a ditch, but thankfully it didn't happen. But so I guess that's my impulsivity story.